afternoon, everyone. So in this video, I will cover the TOPSIS methodology of multi-criteria decision making. The full form of TOPSIS is Technique for Order Preference by Similarity to Ideal Solution. Now TOPSIS is based on positive and negative ideal solutions. Now solutions are determined in respect to the distance of each alternative to the best and worst performing alternative. The alternative ratings and criteria weights must pass from AHP phase to TOPSIS phase. One means you have to calculate weightages using AHP method. You have to do consistency check, and then afterwards you have to move towards TOPSIS. So what TOPSIS includes is TOPSIS method, which is based on choosing the best alternative having the shortest distance to ideal solution. Then farthest distance from negative ideal solution. Ideal solution is that the solution that maximizes the benefit and also minimizes the total cost. The negative ideal solution is the solution that minimizes the benefit and also maximizes the total cost. So for example, if what you are trying to do, suppose this is the search space of solution. Suppose this is the best solution, that is best performing alternative, and this is worst performing alternative. So suppose you have this alternative. So it will calculate the distance from best performing alternative as well as worst performing alternative. So greater the distance from worst performing alternative is better, and lesser the distance from best performing alternative is better. So it calculates the overall score based on both the values, both the distances from the worst performing alternative and the best performing alternative. Let us see this with the help of an example. Suppose there are 3 suppliers and 3 parameters on which we have to select supplier. First parameter is percentage lot accepted. Second parameter is percentage delivery missed. And third parameter is price quoted per unit by the 3 suppliers. So we have already done a video on the AHP methodology. So according to this, we have calculated the geometric mean, right? Then we have calculated the A2 matrix. Then we have calculated the lambda. Okay. And we have also checked the consistency ratio. It is coming up near about 0.03. It's less than 1, and hence our A1, A2 matrix, all these weights are correct, or we are consistent. Okay. The pairwise comparison matrix is correct. So since we passed our AHP phase, let us move on to step 2, which is the first step in TOPSIS method. The first step is, this is the given data to you. This data is given to you. Okay. Now first step is to calculate under root of summation x square of ij, the summation of x square ij for each column, right? That is each criteria wise. If the criteria are given row wise, then you have to do it for row wise. In this case, it is given column wise, and you have to calculate these values for columns. So this represents these values. I have calculated this. So how do we calculate this? Which is nothing but the square of this 0.92 plus square of 0.86 plus square of 0.96, and whole after adding it the under root of the summation. This will give you value of 1.58. Similarly, you have to calculate for percentage on time delivery and price quoted. The first step is over. Now, next step is to calculate normalized decision matrix. Okay, in this step, you have to divide each cell by this. That is, this 0.92 will be divided by 1.58, and this value will appear over here. Similarly, 0.86 will be divided by 1.58, and this value will appear over here. In this way, you have to calculate all the 9 values, which is your normalized decision matrix. Okay. Now, in the next step, you have to multiply each value with the weights obtained from A2 matrix of AHP methodology. Okay. So, this value will be multiplied by the weight. Okay. So each value will be multiplied by weight, and hence you will obtain the weighted normalized decision matrix. Okay, if I click on this, you can see that this is the multiplication of L36 and L40. If I click on this, it is the multiplication of L37 and L40, right? I have multiplied each value by its corresponding weightages. So in this way we have obtained the values of for weighted normalized decision matrix. Okay. Now after that we have to see which value is best to you or worst to you, right? So if you take the case of percentage lot accepted, the objective function will be higher the better. Okay, and hence you have to search for higher value in this column. So higher value is your 0.386. This is the ideal value which I have written over here, right? Similarly, in the second column, this is the highest value which is represented by green color, and since the third column is price quoted, which is lesser the better, so this is the less value. This is indicated by the green color, VJ plus, right? Now secondly, we have to see which is the worst value column wise. So in the first case, worst value is this, represented by a red color, which is written over here, right? In the second column, least value is 0.0584, which is written over here. In the third case, the highest value is 157. So this is written over here. Okay. So in this way we have identified Vj plus and Vj minus. Okay. Now the next step, you have to calculate the distance from ideal solution from worst solution as well as ideal solution. Okay, so this is represented by S1 plus and S1 minus. Okay, so for supplier 1, the formula is, what is the formula? It is summation of Vj star, that is the case we have taken, that is Vj plus either Vj minus Vij. Vij stands for the cell values. Okay, and square and then under root, right? So in this way we have calculated the values of S1 plus and S1 minus, right? So for example, if you want to calculate S1 S plus for supplier 1, so how to calculate this? So it will be this value for supplier 1 minus positive value column wise plus this value, that is percentage on time delivery, minus this value and then square of this plus third value minus this value, then square of this, and after getting the summation of this, then you have to take the under root of it. Okay, so you will get s1 plus, right? And how to calculate s1 minus? So it will be like the first value minus this value, that is vj minus square of this, okay, plus second value minus the worst value, then square of this, plus the third value minus this value and then square of this, and after adding all the items, then you have to take the under root. The formula is given over here, right? So in this way we have calculated s1 plus as well as s minus. Okay, now we have to see the distance of each alternative from ideal solution in totality. Okay, so what is the formula for finding out the distances? The distances are calculated over here. So suppose for supplier 1 the formula will be, s plus divided by s plus plus s minus. Okay, so this will be the formula you will use for supplier 1, supplier 2 as well as supplier 3. Okay, so value for s plus for supplier 1 is 0.02 and value of s minus for supplier 1 is 0.02. Okay, so in this way we have calculated the values of supplier 1, supplier 2 and supplier 3, right? So these represents those values of distances from ideal solution in totality. So since we are calculating the distance from ideal solution, so higher will be the better value. Okay, so depending on its depending on the value of this, I have assigned this as supplier 2 with the rank 1, followed by 0.47 value of supplier 1, so that I have given the rank second, and lastly the least value is 0.33, so, and hence I have given the rank 3. Okay, so in this way the ranking can be done in the TOPSIS method. Okay, I hope you have understood the TOPSIS methodology. I wish you all the best and have a good day.